Alright, I'm back from my final World War II clip. I decided not to do a stats video as the stats just don't compare to previous years. They're not that great, so I decided to not do it. I really wanted to, but I don't want anyone to start talking shit based off my stats for this, because this is probably the worst stat line I've ever dropped on a Call of Duty. First boots on the ground since Ghost. But I briefly want to talk about why I'm going to miss this game and why I'm not going to miss this game. While there's been a lot of ridicule over this Call of Duty in the past year that we've had it, it has its ups and it has its downs. It is their first attempt at a boots on the ground Call of Duty since Ghost, so I mean, I can see where it's not as good as previous Call of Duties, but they should know exactly what we want in a Call of Duty. And I think one of the biggest killers for me in this game was the fact that instead of a 3-perk system, they decided to do a stupid basic training, which not only just gives you 1 perk, but it didn't have any like pro perks, or it didn't really enhance your gameplay too much. But on the flip side, it also causes you to have a little bit more gun skill because you don't have advantages such as, well, you get sleight of hands in the game, but for instance, if you didn't have sleight of hand and you just didn't have perks that gave you the advantage over other people. And I think that this game severely made a mistake by implementing basic trainings over these stupid fucking perks. Over the basic trainings. Another thing that killed me was the aim assist on snipers. I think sniping in this Call of Duty was extremely easy, which made it heavily played by snipers. And if I'm shooting somebody from point blank with a submachine gun such as the PPSH, which has the highest fire rate of all the submachine guns in the game, other than the WAF, I should not be getting quickscope from point blank by something with aim assist. The aim assist in this game has really, I don't know if I should say not made me want to play it, but sometimes it just made it like I don't want to play this game anymore, because just for the fact that snipers were overpowered. I think LMGs were too overpowered in this game, and I think submachine guns and ARs were not the dominant guns in pubs. I think the dominant guns in pubs were LMGs, and especially when Shipment 1944 came out, they were especially overpowered because all people did was head glitch the car over at A flag, or they head glitched they head glitched the A Humvees, which is the one opposite corner of the no corner. And I seriously think that it just made Shipment 44 a little too not boring to play, but harder to play by yourself, for the mere fact that you always ran into parties that love head glitching everything with LMGs. Made it harder for you to kill them. I did not use an LMG that much. I used an AR, which made it even harder. Or I played sub, just throwing around, warm up my shot, have a little fun. But I seriously think that Shipment 44 not only made pubs easier, but it fucking destroyed the career leaderboards for those of them that were going for career score, because none of them played Shipment, and all the kids that weren't that good, that could just run around and get a ton of score, were able to do it and pass some of the top kids on the leaderboards. But what I did notice, and I don't know if they are legit, but the top leaders for a career, I have never seen numbers put up like this before. It's out of this world. I don't know if they're real numbers or if they're fake numbers, but these kids are putting up fucking 22,000 games for this Call of Duty. And now I know hacking doesn't really happen that much anymore, but 22,000 games is a lot of fucking games to be playing. 60 days. I've seen some with 70, 80 days. I don't know how they could play this game for that long without getting bored of it, because I was done playing this game in fucking April. I stopped playing late April or early May. The game just wasn't fun to me anymore. I don't know what it was. It just, if I don't have leaderboards to grind for in game mode, I find myself not playing the Call of Duty as much as I normally do. So I'm hoping Black Ops 4 has leaderboards for career for a game mode. So if it has career score for hardpoint instead of fucking SPM, which it has been, then I have a reason to grind Call of Duty. And that's what Smokeless has been since it came out, was a leaderboard grinding clan. We were on top of the leaderboards for every single Call of Duty. Ghost, Advanced Warfare, those were actually the only two, because those are the only two that were really career score. And it's just stupid why they do SPM, because you literally have to play one game and get 900 score and be the top person for the whole year. So that's a little bit fucked up how you can do that. But the positive things of this Call of Duty is, I feel this is the first Call of Duty in years that the community, well, I'm going to say at least since Advanced Warfare, that the community has come together a little bit more. I've seen a lot more clans contacting other clans friendly for CBs. I haven't seen as much shit talking on Twitter as previous years, because these past few years have been extremely toxic for Twitter and banter back and forth of other clans. And this was the first time in a long time that I finally were like, yo, I actually want to play CBs against other clans. Like, I want to play against them. And I have done that. And Mid was actually the first clan that we've CB'd since Advanced Warfare. Yeah, we lost to CB, but that's not the point of the CB. The CB wasn't to win or to lose. I didn't care about that. The point of the CB was to revive friendly CB clan battles. Just friendly, like, hey, like, I know we talk shit sometimes, but I really want to do a CB. Let's have some fun. And I know I sound like a sore loser saying that because I lost. We lost 3-0, but it doesn't matter to me. Mid Uprising, they play that game all the time. That's all they play is Black Ops 3. We haven't played Black Ops 3 since it was actually the only Call of Duty for that year. So they props to them. They deserve that win. They play that game all the time. They grind it. They had some good plays. They have great members. So I'm not taking anything away from them. But we will be CBing more in Black Ops 4. I've already talked to Temper. He wants to CB us again in Black Ops 4. I don't know when, but so we will be doing this again next year. I think we're only going to do one more CB, and it's going to be against Inc., which is Inc. Clan Killers, which made their comeback for this Call of Duty, which was really nice to see because they were a great clan in Advanced Warfare and in Ghost. So it was great to see them come back. I've been seeing nothing on Twitter but other people wanting the CB, which made it really cool in my eyes that people are finally coming back together and wanting to CB and get involved in the community again. And that's probably one of the biggest things that I saw in this Call of Duty. Another positive thing about this Call of Duty, this is a hard one because there aren't too many. I would say War. I think War was another good thing about this Call of Duty. It was a change in the typical game modes that we've been seeing in the past few years. So War was actually a pretty cool implement, but I think the only thing it lacked was the DLC. The DLC ones were fucking atrocious. The DLC maps were terrible. I didn't like them at all. And I think that if they had improved a little bit better, then I seriously think War would have been a huge success. But I know that the point of War was for the operations. They were supposed to be like what happened in actual World War II, so I see why they did that. But I think that if the DLCs were just a tiny bit better, it would have been a huge success, and I would have loved to see it in another Call of Duty. But I'm coming up on the end of my video. This will be my last World War II video. I wanted to do a ranked play, but I I don't want to do another ranked, or sorry, I wanted to do a stats video, but I simply just don't want to do the stats. Like I said earlier, it's just not worth showing off my ugly stats for the year. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.